reclaim the calm you deserve. You know, life has a way of throwing storms at us. It does not ask for permission. It does not give you a warning. It just comes crashing in. It is almost like the world expects you to be unshaken by it all, to stand tall with a smile on your face while chaos swirls around you. But let me tell you something, calm is not just the absence of chaos, it is the mastery of it. It is understanding that you have the power to decide how you respond, no matter how wild the storm gets. I remember a time when I thought peace was something that just happened. I thought if I worked hard enough, if I did everything right, peace would just show up at my door. But truth is, peace is something you have to fight for. It is something you create. It is something you choose every single day. And that choice, it starts with you. It starts with understanding that your mind is your home and you have the right to protect it. People often say, I just want to be happy. I just want to be at peace. But the real question is, are you willing to protect that peace? Are you willing to let go of the things that disturb your spirit, even if it is uncomfortable? See, too often we allow people, situations, and even our own thoughts to rob us of our calm. We hand it over freely, like it is not the most valuable thing we possess. But it is. It absolutely is. You ever notice how some people just seem unbothered? Like no matter what happens, they are just steady. That is not luck. That is not some natural gift they were born with. That is a decision to reclaim the calm they deserve. And you have that same power. You can choose to stop reacting to every little thing. You can choose to stop letting other people's chaos become your own. You can choose to step back, breathe, and realize that not everything requires your attention or your energy. Now, I want you to understand something very important. The world is not going to hand you peace. It is not going to say, here you go, you have been through enough, now you get to relax. No, that is not how it works. You have to claim it. You have to decide that your peace is non-negotiable, that your wellness journey matters more than anyone else's drama, more than any unexpected chaos. That is the secret. That is the power. And look, I get it. It's not easy. Sometimes it feels impossible. But here is the thing. The only way to truly reclaim the calm you deserve is to stop letting everything shake you. It is to stop handing your peace over to things and people that do not deserve it. That is a journey of self-love, a journey of understanding that you are worthy of peace, worthy of calm, worthy of the kind of life that does not feel like you are constantly running from one fire to the next. You stay with me, and I promise you, we are going to dig deeper into this. We are going to talk about how to stop the noise, how to truly protect your energy, how to reclaim the calm you deserve. And when we are done, you are going to look back and realize that the peace you were searching for was always within you. It was always yours for the taking. Do you feel that shift already? That understanding that maybe, just maybe, the chaos does not control you? That is just the beginning. Stick with me because what is coming next, it is going to change everything. Think about it for a second. How many times have you allowed someone else's bad day to ruin yours? How many times have you handed over your peace to the first person that cut you off in traffic or the stranger that threw a careless word your way? We live in a world where emotions are contagious. Someone else's storm can so easily become your own if you are not careful, if you are not intentional. But what if I told you that you have the power to stop that? What if I told you that their chaos does not have to touch you? You see, it is not about pretending the chaos is not there. It is about building your own fortress of calm. It is about creating a space within yourself where the noise of the world cannot reach. That is what a real wellness journey looks like. It is not just about meditation or deep breathing, although those things help. It is about making the choice to separate yourself from the storm, to step back and say, I am not going to let this steal my peace. I used to think that I had to fix everything. If someone around me was upset, I felt responsible. If there was tension in the room, I thought I had to smooth it out. But you know what that does? It drains you. It pulls you into battles that are not even yours to fight. And the truth is, you cannot control other people. You cannot control their moods, their reactions, or their energy. But you can control yours. That is where your power is. That is where your calm is. Real peace is not found in everything going right. It is found in you being okay even when it is not. That is what it means to reclaim the calm you deserve. It is understanding that peace is an inside job. It is not dependent on how others act or what happens around you. It is built by you, protected by you. It is a form of self-love, a declaration that your well-being is not up for debate. And now, let us get real for a moment. Life is going to test you. There are going to be moments when everything seems to fall apart, when the weight of the world feels too heavy. People are going to disappoint you, situations are going to challenge you, and sometimes it is going to feel like the universe itself is testing your strength. But those are the moments where you decide what kind of person you want to be. Those are the moments where you either let the storm consume you or you reclaim your calm. You see, peace is not just about feeling good. It is about resilience. It is about the strength to stand firm when everything around you is shaking. It is about refusing to let temporary chaos destroy your permanent peace. Because here is the truth, storms are temporary, but your peace can be permanent. That is the real secret. That is the real power. And let me tell you something else. You deserve that peace. Not just in the quiet moments, but in the chaos too. You deserve to walk through the storm with your head held high, unshaken, unbothered. You deserve to reclaim the calm that is rightfully yours. But you have to fight for it. You have to choose it. Because the world is not going to hand it to you. People are not going to protect your peace for you. That is your job. That is your responsibility. I remember hearing about this guy, a real estate mogul who built his empire from the ground up. He would wake up every single morning, meditate for 30 minutes, and go for a run, rain or shine. People would ask him, "How do you stay so calm? How do you handle all that pressure without losing your mind?" And he would always say the same thing, "My peace is my priority. Everything else is secondary." He built his life around that principle, and it showed. No matter what happened, he stayed grounded. He stayed calm. He reclaimed his peace every single day. That is what I am talking about. That is what it looks like to live with intention, to protect your energy like it is sacred, because it is. When you start to live like that, you begin to understand that peace is not just something you feel, it is something you become. It is who you are, even in the midst of chaos, even when everything else is falling apart. And look, I am not saying it is easy. It takes practice. It takes discipline. It takes a decision every single day to choose calm over chaos, to choose peace over panic. But once you make that decision, once you start living from that place, everything changes. The noise of the world gets quieter. The chaos loses its grip on you. You start to reclaim the calm you deserve. And the best part, once you learn how to protect your peace, it becomes unshakable. It becomes yours. Not just for a moment, not just when things are easy, but always. That is real power. That is real strength. And that is what we are going to dig even deeper into, because there is so much more to discover, so much more to understand. You with me? Now let us take it a step further, because protecting your peace is just the beginning. Reclaiming the calm you deserve is not just about keeping chaos at arm's length. It is about building a life where peace is your natural state, where stress does not get to dictate your decisions, where anxiety does not get to hijack your mind, and where your sense of well-being is no longer at the mercy of other people's behavior. That is real freedom. That is what we are talking about here. You ever notice how some people just seem to glide through life like nothing shakes them? It is not that they do not face challenges. It is not that they aren't touched by pain or struggle. The difference is in how they respond. They have trained themselves to be unshakable. They have decided that their peace is more important than their reactions. They have mastered the art of detachment not from life, but from unnecessary stress. Detachment does not mean you do not care. It means you stop tying your peace to things you cannot control. Because the truth is, most of the chaos we experience is not from the events themselves, but from our reaction to them. Think about it. How many times have you stressed yourself out over something that was never yours to carry? How many times have you let someone else's mood, someone else's bad day, turn your whole world upside down? That is not peace. That is living at the mercy of everything around you. But imagine what would happen if you decided to reclaim that power. If you decided that your peace is sacred, that it is not up for negotiation. That is what it means to truly reclaim the calm you deserve. It is understanding that while you cannot always control what happens, you can always control how you respond. You can always choose calm over chaos. You can always choose peace over panic. I want you to think about someone like Viktor Frankl. Now, Frankl was a psychiatrist, a Holocaust survivor, and a man who lived through unimaginable suffering. Yet, despite the chaos and horror around him, he discovered something powerful. He said, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." Think about that for a second. When everything around him was falling apart, he chose to protect his mind, to reclaim his peace, even in the middle of the storm. That is what true strength looks like. That is the kind of peace that cannot be shaken. And that is available to you too. You do not have to survive something unimaginable to discover it. You just have to decide that your peace matters more than your reactions. You have to decide that you are going to be the master of your own mind. Because here is the truth. Your mind is your sanctuary. It is your place of peace, but only if you protect it. Only if you decide that not everything deserves your attention. Not everything deserves your energy. We live in a world that is constantly trying to steal our peace. Social media, news, other people's opinions, it is like an ever-ending wave of noise. And if you are not careful, that noise becomes your soundtrack. It becomes the background music to your life. And before you know it, you are living in constant anxiety, constant stress. But that is not the way it has to be. You have the power to turn down that noise. You have the power to create your own soundtrack, one of peace, of calm, of clarity. There is this concept called mental minimalism. It is the idea that you clear out the clutter from your mind the same way you weigh from your home. You get rid of thoughts that do not serve you, beliefs that hold you back, and distractions that steal your focus. You create space for peace. You make room for calm. It is like clearing out a room that has been filled with junk for years. At first, it is messy. It isn't comfortable. But as you start to clear things out, you begin to see space. You begin to breathe easier. That is what it feels like to reclaim the calm you deserve. And once you understand that peace is something you build, not something you find, you start living differently. You stop waiting for things to calm down around you. You stop waiting for the world to get it right, because you know that peace is not out there. It is in here, within you, ready to be reclaimed. This is not just about feeling good. This is about taking back control of your life. It is about deciding that you are no longer going to live in reaction mode. You are no longer going to let the world decide how you feel. You are going to own your peace, You are going to build your calm. And when you do that, you become unshakable. You become unstoppable. And listen, I want you to stay with me because this journey is just getting started. We have only scratched the surface of what it means to reclaim the calm you deserve. There is so much more to discover, so much more to build, and I promise you, it is going to change everything. Now, as we move deeper into this journey of reclaiming your calm, it's important to talk about one of the biggest enemies of peace that most people overlook: stress. Stress is sneaky. It creeps into your life quietly, disguising itself as urgency, as responsibility, even as ambition. But left unchecked, stress can erode your peace like water wearing down stone. It can steal your joy, drain your energy, and leave you feeling overwhelmed and exhausted. Here's the thing about stress: it's not the stress itself that breaks you, it's how you handle it. You see, every single person experiences stress. What separates those who maintain their calm from those who fall apart is the mindset and tools they use to manage it. Stress relief isn't about running away from your problems. It's about facing them with a different approach. It's about learning to breathe through the chaos instead of letting the chaos breathe through you. I want to share something important about self-love here. Self-love is not just a buzzword or a feel-good phrase. It's a powerful act of reclaiming your calm. When you love yourself, you set boundaries. You recognize when your body and mind are under attack from stress, and you take the steps needed to protect yourself. Self-love means saying no to toxic people or situations that drain your energy. It means prioritizing your wellness journey, even when life gets busy or complicated. Look at it this way: if you don't take care of your peace, who will? If you don't put yourself first, who will? That is why stress relief is such a critical part of reclaiming the calm you deserve. It's about honoring your own needs, your own limits, and your own worth. And this starts with something simple but powerful: awareness. Becoming aware of what triggers your stress, how your body reacts to it, and what you can do to ease the tension. Let me tell you about a woman I heard of recently. She was a high-powered executive juggling work, family, and personal goals. On the outside, she seemed unstoppable, but inside, she was drowning in stress. It was taking a toll on her health, her relationships, and her happiness. One day, she decided enough was enough. She began to build her wellness journey by focusing on daily practices of self-love, meditation, journaling, time in nature, and saying no when she needed to. Over time, her stress began to dissolve. Her calm started to return, and she reclaimed the life she deserved. That's the power of intention, the power of choice. You don't have to wait for a crisis to make a change. You can start now, right here. Right now, you can start reclaiming the calm you deserve by simply choosing to be kind to yourself, by carving out space for peace in your daily life. And here is something I want you to hold on to: stress relief is not a one-time event. It is a lifelong practice. It's like watering a garden. If you stop, the flowers wilt. If you keep going, the garden blooms. Your calm is your garden. Your self-love is the water. And the more consistent you are with your care, the more resilient and peaceful you become. There is also a spiritual side to this wellness journey that many people miss. Prayer, reflection, or whatever your faith practice might be, these are powerful tools for calming the mind and grounding the soul. Apostle Joshua Selman's sermons talk a lot about the power of stillness and surrender, about trusting in a higher power to carry your burdens. That kind of spiritual awakening can bring a peace that no worldly stress can shake. So remember this: reclaiming the calm you deserve is not just about physical wellness or mental tricks. It's a holistic process that touches your mind, your body, and your spirit. And when all three are in harmony, you begin to experience a life that is not ruled by stress, but guided by peace. I want you to feel that possibility deep in your bones. You can wake up each day knowing that no matter what happens, your peace is intact, your calm is unbreakable, and that is not just wishful thinking. That is real. That is attainable. That is your future waiting for you. If you keep following this path, keep prioritizing your wellness journey and self-love, you will find that your ability to handle stress becomes effortless. You become the queen or king of your own calm kingdom, ruling with grace and strength no matter what storms come your way. Stay with me because we are going to explore even more powerful ideas ahead. This is just the beginning of your transformation. The journey to reclaim the calm you deserve is unfolding, and I promise the best is yet to come. All right, now that we've dug into the nature of stress, self-love, and spiritual awakening, let's explore a vital truth that most people overlook when trying to reclaim their calm. Your environment shapes your mind more than you realize. The people you surround yourself with, the places you spend time in, the energy you allow into your space, all of these impact your wellness journey deeply. Think about it. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt lighter or heavier? It's not magic. It's energy, and energy is contagious. If you're around people who are constantly negative, stressed, or toxic, their energy can weigh you down without you even noticing. On the other hand, being around people who radiate calm, positivity, and self-love can lift you up, inspire you, and help you maintain your own peace. So here's the challenge. Are you intentionally choosing your environment, or are you letting it choose you? Reclaiming the calm you deserve means becoming selective with where and who you invest your energy in. It's about protecting your mental space like it's sacred because it is. You deserve to breathe easy in the places and with the people you spend your time. Let me tell you about a young artist I know. She was talented but struggled with constant anxiety and self-doubt. She realized her social circle was full of critics and energy vampires who drained her creativity and joy. One day, she made a bold decision to change her circle, to seek out mentors and friends who encouraged her, believed in her, and helped her grow. That simple change transformed her life. Her stress levels dropped, her self-love blossomed, and she began to reclaim the calm she had been chasing for years. This is the power of your environment. It is a reflection and a creator of your inner world. When you align your external world with the calm you seek inside, you create a powerful feedback loop of peace and wellness. Now, I want to share something deeper about wellness. It's easy to think wellness is just about diet, exercise, or sleep. And yes, those things matter, but true wellness is also about mental hygiene. It's about what you feed your mind, what you allow yourself to believe, and how you manage your inner dialogue. Because if you're constantly telling yourself you're not enough, that things will never get better. That stress will always win. You're building a prison around your peace. That's why part of reclaiming the calm you deserve is learning to master your thoughts. It's learning to catch negative self-talk before it spirals. It's practicing gratitude and compassion towards yourself. It's filling your mind with affirmations and truths that support your wellness journey. Consider the story of a man who grew up hearing he was destined to fail. Every setback confirmed that belief for years. But one day, he decided to challenge that narrative. He started small, writing down positive things about himself each day, forgiving past mistakes, and focusing on growth. Over time, his mindset shifted. His stress faded. His self-love grew. He reclaimed the calm that had been buried under years of doubt. This shows how powerful your mind is in shaping your experience. And it reminds us why the journey to reclaim calm is not just external, it's deeply internal. And if you're wondering about practical steps, here's one that ties everything together: daily moments of stillness. It can be meditation, prayer, or simply sitting quietly without distractions. This is the space where you reconnect with yourself, where you listen to your own needs, where you breathe out tension and breathe in peace. This practice rewires your brain, reduces stress, and strengthens your ability to respond calmly to life's challenges. Remember Apostle Joshua Selman's teachings on the power of stillness and spiritual connection. This isn't just spiritual fluff. It's neuroscience in action. Your brain needs these breaks to reset and recharge. It's a vital part of the wellness journey that supports self-love and stress relief in a profound way. So, as you keep moving forward, keep creating a calm environment inside and out. Keep nurturing your mind, body, and spirit. Keep choosing people and places that uplift you, because this is how you reclaim the calm you deserve, not as a what-I'm fix, but as a lifestyle. Stay with me. We are almost at the point where everything comes together. The calm you want is within reach, and the next part is going to open your eyes to how you can hold onto it no matter what. Now, here we are at the final stretch of this journey together, where all the pieces you've gathered begin to fit into a bigger picture. Reclaiming the calm you deserve is not a destination. It's a continuous process, a way of living that you build one moment at a time. And I want to take this opportunity to remind you why this matters so much, not just for your peace, but for your entire life. First, understand that calm is a foundation. When you have it, everything else gets easier. Your relationships improve because you're present, patient, and loving. Your work becomes more focused because you're less distracted by internal chaos. Your health improves because stress no longer runs your system into the ground. And most importantly, your happiness grows because you learn to live from a place of self-love and wellness rather than fear and pressure. I want to be clear, this is not about perfection or never feeling stress or worry. Even someone like me, with all the success and life experience, faces moments of doubt and tension. But the difference is that I've learned how to navigate those moments without losing myself. I've learned how to reclaim my calm quickly and deeply, and that's the skill I want to pass on to you. Let me share an example of a person who, like many of you, faced tremendous life challenges. She was a single mother working multiple jobs, often overwhelmed by financial stress and emotional fatigue. But she made one decision that changed everything. She committed to her wellness journey every day, no matter how small the step. She practiced self-love through affirmations and rest. She created a peaceful environment, even in a small apartment, by lighting candles, playing music, and choosing supportive friends. She embraced moments of prayer and meditation to connect with a higher power. Slowly, her stress levels dropped, and her calm grew. She reclaimed the calm she deserved, and with it, a new life opened for her. This story shows the power of persistence and intention. Your calm isn't stolen from you by circumstances, it's given to you by your choices. And that is the most empowering thing to realize. Now, I want you to hear this clearly. You are worthy of calm. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy of love, especially from yourself. The world may try to convince you otherwise, but don't buy into that lie. Your wellness journey begins and ends with this truth. And here's the key: consistency beats intensity. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Start small. Start with one mindful breath in the morning, one moment of gratitude, one boundary you set to protect your time. These small acts build momentum, and over time, they create a calm that withstands storms. As we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a powerful invitation. Reclaim the calm you deserve, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. When you are calm, you become a beacon of peace. Your family, friends, and community will feel it. You will inspire others to start their own wellness journeys. Remember, this is Wisdom Recorder, your knowledge source. We're here to guide you on this path. If this message resonates with you, if it sparks a desire to live with more calm and self-love, then take a moment to subscribe and like. Join a community committed to growth, wellness, and peace. You have everything it takes to reclaim your calm. It's waiting for you right now. Choose it, own it, live it. Thank you for trusting me to walk this path with you. Until next time, keep your heart strong, your mind clear, and your spirit free. We're Wisdom Recorder, your knowledge source. Peace and calm to you always.